Welcome to the Primo's Musings podcast.
Good morning. This is Shri here, and this is the NFL Draft Day 2. But let's quickly look at a recap of the draft yesterday. I think I'll do a much more deeper analysis with some of the experts who were there the last couple of days from various NFC East teams, Mark, Steve, Jamie, and Chris. And prior to the draft, they made their picks on their own teams, but we also did a quick analysis on the Patriots and some very high-level analysis for draft needs for each and every team. So let's quickly go to, I'll just cover like 3 or 4 things. Of course, from a Patriots standpoint, they picked Drake May from North Carolina. I think a lot of people make comparisons to Josh Allen. I think Josh is much more a special player, as even Bill Belichick called it on the Pat McAfee show. He lacks a lot of experience with all the other quarterbacks in the draft, but if he goes to a good situation, has a good offensive coach, and also put in the right place at the right time, he could definitely be a superstar for the Patriots. So the verdict is still out. But some of the things, like as expected, Caleb Williams from USC went to the Chicago Bears. But the Bears also made a big leap by picking one of the wide receivers in the draft, Odunze, a great physical playmaker from Washington. And with Keenan Allen going to the Bears, I think the Bears fans should be excited. But let me quickly cover, because this is going to be a short podcast, because I want to get deeper after all the NFL draft is done. When I look at the some of the, I would say Chicago probably walked away with the best draft yesterday. But when I look at one of the most head-scratching picks, I have to think that it must be the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are right there. They signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year, $180 million deal in March, and they still took a quarterback. And I think, needless to say, Kirk Cousins was surprised. So did a lot of us who were just watching the draft, kind of trying to understand what Atlanta was thinking. Penix is great. It's a good pick by Atlanta, but I still think that, having 2 quarterbacks just doesn't make sense to me. The other one, a lot of people did say that the Vikings actually they moved up 1 spot to find their quarterback. J.J. McCarthy was really climbing up in a lot of mock drafts. And we'll see. He's 27-1 at Michigan. They have all the pieces there, so let's see if that will pan out as well. I was expecting the Jets to pick a tight end, but they did go for an offensive tackle. I think they feel pretty confident that Aaron Rodgers has all the skill positions in place, but they do need help at the offensive line. And Denver went and picked Bo Nix. I do think that Brock Bowers from Georgia, tight end, really good player. Vegas is getting a good player, but I'm not too sure. They do need a quarterback there as well. Let's quickly go to one of the, I would call the Minnesota Vikings are the head-scratching pick. But another one which really surprised me was the move by Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills traded with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I don't know why they did it, and it's still trying to wonder. I mean, Xavier Worthy had one of the fastest times in the combine, and it's almost like a Tyreek Hill. Again, they'll have a very vertical element in their offense, and he's quite quick, very very speedy receiver from Texas. So I thought the Buffalo Bills would actually pick him because they need help for Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs. So that's another head-scratching move as well. But let's see what happens, in round 2 and round 3. But for now, I think we're done with round 1, and there were not many surprises. Just a couple trades here and there, and a couple of oh moments for Minnesota and Buffalo. With that, wrap up the day 1 of the NFL Draft. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Primo will be back soon.